Man, you bitch niggas better ante up or elevate. I need 6-figure money, won't have a bucks and hella cake. Fuck boy, I been on dummy, shooting hella ops, make them a day. If not him, then kill his mama, make him feel his wrath in the hell away. Hydro shock bullets out, make through his chest, watch as they swim away. I don't stop shooting till you down in your last breath and then I skid away. This a hollow tip.
Yeah. Oh, hey, what's cracking, gang? What's popping, man? Welcome back, man, to Let's Talk Everything 414 podcast, man. Another episode, you feel me? I am the host, Carnage Slaughter, you feel me? This is the channel where we like to talk, learn, and grow. Of course, that's what we like to do. And I don't know about y'all, but, you know, this is just something I always love doing. Learning, talking, and growing, understanding, being able to say, yo, we did it, we understood, I get it. You understand what I'm saying? Today, gang, I do want to understand a lot myself, you know, because life ain't nothing but about experience and understanding. You know, that's what it's about. Experience, understanding, relationships, uplifting, so on and so forth. I feel like loving each other in our community, in the Black community anyway, is one of the hardest things to do, gang. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I never understood why. I don't think I even started to try to understand why. You know, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I really ain't trying to start to understand why, because at the end of the day, it's like, yo, why would I have to figure that out? Why would I have to figure that out? Well, I know why. You know, life is about figuring that out. That's what the experience of life is about, you know, in general. That's what that experience is about. It's about understanding why you need to love. When you understand that we all are the same, that we all come from the same one, you feel me? That we all are that same being. We all got that same power that floats in us. You feel me? When you learn that game, you're going to understand that that's why love matters. When you work out the frequency of love, gang, that's the most powerfulest frequency in the world. I ain't gonna lie to you. You can believe it or not. That's the most powerfulest frequency in the world, working out of love. A lot of people, they don't want to work out of love because they like, oh, damn, why I gotta love that motherfucker? Why I gotta? You feel what I'm saying? Why I gotta? No, you do. You got to. Turn my mic up. You got to. You gotta learn to love your enemy. You gotta learn to love the people next to you. You gotta learn to love the people that did you wrong. You gotta learn to love everybody. You know, at the end of the day, people tend to find that out the hard way. You know, they find that out the hard way, whether they got to find it out in a tragedy, in a tragic moment, whether situations or, you know, people that they once loved had to teach them this lesson. But some way you find this out. But my thing is this: in the Black community, it's hard to love each other. In the Black community, it's hard to watch each other come up. In the Black community, it's hard to support your other Black brother, your Black sister. It's hard to uplift a motherfucker. And what everybody else say right now today is, well, because, you know, the government or the system made it that way. Well, now that we do know the government or the system made it that way, my nigga, it's up to us to change that. And that's just the narrative of thinking, right? That's just the way a person thinks. That's all that is. That's how I look at it. And the way you think and the way you believe, or the things you believe in, will limit you from showing love, or will limit you from certain playing fields of, you feel me, care, or, you know, being honest with yourself, right? Right now today is the most hardest thing to do for Black people, being honest with themselves, yet alone being honest about problems that they just can't let go. You feel me? Like if you one of them niggas who had a problem with somebody, gang, trust and believe me, you probably really want to go fuck them up. You want to take it to them. You want to bust their head, all the above. And I get it. I understand. You understand what I'm saying? I totally get it. Like, I get it. But that's not the key. That's not the gem. That ain't gonna win nothing for you. You ain't gonna earn nothing that way, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. You ain't gonna earn nothing that way. You feel me? Ain't nothing good gonna come for you. Only thing is, you gonna fuck up your life and the next person's life. You feel me? You gonna fuck up your life and the next person's life, gang. And I believe a lot of y'all live for that. I believe that's what niggas out here living for. You know, I believe that some of y'all don't think about a future. Some of y'all ain't got hopes and a dream to make it farther than anywhere you ever, made it to now. And for that matter of fact, I think none of y'all want to see anybody else move forward. Right? I mean, it's we can say that because all the killing, all the hate, all the hurt, all the madness, all the pain, constantly. But then when you look around, gang, and you take another look and you examine your surroundings, you examine your awareness, you like the awareness of your surroundings, you like, damn, hold up. This ain't what it's supposed to be, my nigga. This ain't never what it's supposed to be. No, this ain't, because you already know it's a higher playing field that you're supposed to be in. The playing field they got you on is the following train playing field. And if you following that train, my nigga, you got all sorts of losses and consequences with it. Well, some people will be like, damn, some of this shit is meant, right? No, I don't believe none of that shit meant. I believe certain steps and certain limelights we walk in, is other paths, you know what I'm saying, that leads down another path when you walk down these paths. And depending on the path you take, gang, that depends on which lane you're gonna walk. That depends on which future you're gonna bring forth. You feel me? That depends on what's gonna take place in your life and how it's gonna go, how it's gonna venture off a journey for you. You understand what I'm saying? But that don't mean you gotta take the wrong route. That don't mean you gotta take the weak route. That don't mean you gotta be, a cornball, or for that matter, what is a cornball? What is a weak route? What is a lame route? Because if we took titles off everything, nothing really has a title or name, right? So why is it hard to love each other? Why would you put a title on your brother the same color as you? Why? Because your brother or sister got more than you, you feel, like, damn, I want to take it. I want to kill them and bust their head and take everything they got. Like, why would you want to spill their blood? Why would you want to hate because they came up and they, finally got out the rut? Why would you? Come on, make that make sense. Why? It's because that's embedded in you. I mean, that's your nature. If that's your nature, then we can understand. But if that's your nature, I think you probably should be off to the side alone, isolated, until you figure out a different nature approach. Scary sight. Yes, it is. It becomes a scary sight. But at the end of the day, it's the realest thing. Because right now today, gang, if we learn to come together in our community, in our hoods, in our areas where we at, my nigga, you know how much more we have. You know how much more we'll be able to help each other. You know how much farther we'll be able to go, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Man, we'll be able to build bridges. We'll be able to build communities. We'll be able to build hospitals. You feel me? It's so much money flowing in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Nigga, schools can get built, grocery stores, and can't nobody tell me different. Like, you can't see it, can't you? You can't see it. Man. It's happening all around the world. You look at Atlanta. They pop and they got, I'm talking about shit, 80-some% black owned. You know what I'm saying? That's a plus. In my city, it can happen. Your city, it can happen. It can happen all over again. It can. But I think people got to want that to happen. People got to want that to be part of their lifestyles. You got to want that. That just ain't finna fall in place, though. It's people like us, they got to put that in place, right? It's people like us, they got to put that in place. It's people like us, they got to want that in place together, not just, separately or as a selfish want. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, a lot of things we want right now ain't even really beneficial. They ain't. And if they ain't beneficial towards you right now, then what do you want it for? You forgot your needs, right? And I think that's the reason that some people, feel how they feel about some people. I think that's the reason some people can't show love. They forgot they need. Shit, nigga, you need love too, so why wouldn't you show it? If you knew you need everything your brother got and your sister got or your neighbor got, why wouldn't you show love? And then, in return, you can receive that. Right. I'm just saying, to live and come so far, dude, what you want? To live and come so far, I do want to be in a video, right? You just can't. Come on, get out, kid. Look, dude always want to get in the video. I remember I used to have another kid that used to do that. Well, I used to think it was a black cat, it was a brown cat. You should always jump here. You doing? Like, what is you doing, gang? Get your ass off the film. You feel me? Get out the film, gang. I feel like though, I think it's a lot more though. I'm here to be done, gang. Definitely together though, man. Like I said, you feel me? If you can see yourself teaming up with a nigga building something like a empire, building a business, my nigga, then do it. If you can envision that and you can get the fucking perfect vision for it or vivid vision for it, then create it. You feel me? Put it out there. Bring it to existence, right? Bring it to existence. That's the best thing you can do. The only thing you can do to be exact. It's the only thing you can do. I ain't go from my move. So I feel like togetherness is something that everybody can achieve. Not so hard either, because like I said, nowadays people try so hard, right? I see. Shout out to my boy Steve the Stoner. You feel me? Shout out to Steve, right? Because I watch Steve do his thing. I see so many people hate on Steve on Facebook. They hate on him all over on social media, right? Don't know why. Don't know. But I do know the man do his thing. He get down. He's been doing his thing for years, and people just don't want to see him doing his thing. People be like, dog, he this, he that, he this, he that. None of that matters. None of that matters what Steve is. You feel me? Definitely not to me. None of that matters, man. What do matter is he's trying. What do matter is he putting himself out. What do matter is he approaching his goal. What do matter is to me, and I'm sure it mattered to him too, and that's why he stayed doing it. What mattered to me and him is that shit, my nigga. Nothing is stopping him. Don't nothing stop him. Don't nothing come to his goddamn forefront as an objective that he can't hop over. Death. But death, that's when God takes it. You feel me? Right. Therefore, won't nobody be able to stop Steve, man. Steve, he gonna keep doing this thing. He gonna stay being Steve, right? That's how he making the connections he making. That's how he doing everything he was able to do. That's how he's able to find his way into the music industry or into whatever industry he's been trying to dive into. You feel me? To even go further than that, like he getting in industries and situations and on stages that you other cats can't get on. Even myself, I can't even, you feel me, do what he doing right now because it ain't meant for you to do. That's meant for Steve. That's his lane. And I love my Milwaukee artists or Milwaukee celebs, as I call them. I call them little baby celebs. You feel me? Up and coming celebs, because everybody in every city and every state, you feel me, they got potential and they showing that potential and they going and they growing, and you can see them changing every day or every year or whatever it is. I like that. We got to support them. We got to hold them down. Right? We got to hold them down. I always feel like, and I'm gonna say this, no matter what, how long, and I'm gonna keep saying it to them all in prayer. I always feel like support is the key to, a web of networking people, a web of like-minded networking people. You understand? The day we all make sense of that and we all start connecting a little more, gang. The day we all make sense of that and start connecting a little more, it's gonna be that much better. Trust me, it's gonna be that much better. It's gonna be that much more money flowing around, less hate, all the above. And me glitching over here. At the end of the day, I feel like though, why is it so hard to love each other? We all come from the same struggle, the same background, the same, characteristics, the same families, the same households. Why is it so hard to love each other? Why, even if your people come up with an idea, you know what I'm saying? Why do you gotta hate? Why can't you support them? You know what I'm saying? Like, good question. I ain't never understood that. I never got it, never will. It ain't meant for me to get right, It ain't meant. Hey, look, I got one thing to say though. Start loving each other. Start loving your community. Start loving more people in your hood. Watch what you get in return. Watch the results you get. I guarantee you can make everything happen that you want to make happen. If you start doing that, show a little more love to motherfuckers, gang. In your hood. Now, I mean like give out shit, pass shit out. No. Some people think that's showing love. Well, you got to give this. No, you don't. No, you don't. Some motherfuckers don't want that in love. Some motherfuckers want help. Yeah, some people don't want that. Some people just want a little help, and that help might not be cash. It might be advice. That help might not be cash. It might just be advice. You understand what I'm saying? Is that too much for you? Your brain screams, or is that something you willing to give? Personally, I'd be willing to give advice any day, any day, any day. I'm just saying, like, that's not something I'm shy away from. They ain't something I'm not gonna shy away from helping a motherfucker figure something out that they probably can't figure out. So they come to you like, look, hey, big homie or big sis, I need this. I need an answer. Can you provide me with this info? Yeah, I mean, I don't shy away from that. It was a point in time where I needed some advice, some info, some knowledge. And the motherfucker couldn't point me to the right direction. They wouldn't even, here, look, go over there. You ain't got to give me the knowledge, but at least say, look, over there is where you want to go. And then from there, my nigga, you should be able to pick up on anything you need from over there, right? Because I be the same way too. I lead you to the water, but I don't know how to make you drink. I ain't finna make you drink. I'm gonna take your ass to that pond, and if you don't know how to drink out that pond, that's on you. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. If you can't drink, I feel like too, if a motherfucker come in and we bring you food, we bring you deliverance, or whatever that deliverance is, it don't even matter. It can be bread, fish, it can be anything. But if I bring you that, my nigga, I ain't finna make you eat. You gotta eat your motherfucking self. You gotta eat your motherfucking self, nigga. You gotta use your willpower, open your motherfucking jaw muscles and eat, my nigga. Because at the end of the day, I feel like if you really wanted it, you're gonna get it. If you really wanted it, if it was something that you really wanted out there, my nigga, you're gonna get up and you're gonna get that shit. So plain and simple. You ain't gonna hesitate. You ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Postpone. You ain't gonna be scared. You ain't gonna put fear in your heart. You ain't gonna let nothing upset you and stop you. You ain't gonna, you just gonna keep going. You're gonna be right on top of your A game no matter what you do. Like, I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. If you really wanted the money, you gonna go out there and get it. I feel like love, man, ain't really hard to give or get, out there. It depends on who want to give it and who want to get it. Who want to get it and who want to give it. That's what I feel like support ain't hard to give or get out there. It just depends on who want to give or give it. And so on and so forth. Why do you believe it's hard to love? Like, do you believe it's hard to love yourself? I think that's where it started, because some people can't love themselves, my nigga. If you don't love yourself, it's hard for you to love others. When I was young, 17, 18, 19, 20, shit, even younger, gang, I was not loving myself. I was like, man, what the fuck you talking about, nigga? The streets is all I know, nigga. I'm out here, we doing this, we doing that. There's so much drama going on. I'm gonna dive into this shit with these people. No. The wrong way to think, the wrong way to live and feel, because at the end of the day, I'm watching people die, lose their life. I'm watching people have second, third, fourth, fifth chances, and those chances, they was constantly throwing them out the window, constantly, you feel me, misusing their chances, constantly abusing their chances. And at the end of the day, we see the backlash, we see the repercussions of what took place, and it'd be scary, man. It do be detrimental. And at the end of the time, that's when you either have a mind shift, you have an energy change, you start looking and thinking like, damn, that could have been me. That could have been me. Or you start looking and thinking like, damn, it can be my turn next. It can be my turn next. Now you see everything around you. Like, if you look at right now, 2026, the technology and the way the world working, gang, and the way so deceptive, it is getting crazy out there, my nigga. It's getting crazy. I was at the job the other day and I heard these old ladies. There was an old white lady. There was two white ladies. She telling another lady about how deep fake work. And it was crazy to me because she's like 60 some years old. How the hell she know about AI deep fake? Yeah. Well, apparently somebody used it on her. Somebody called her. They had her FaceTimed her actually on iPhone. as a grandchild and asked for some money from an account and said the child needed it for some type of class. The class was going to be canceled. The grades was going to be took back. The certificate or the degree that the grandchild was going to receive was not going to be given. I didn't understand that. And I was like, what? So she said, yeah, she went along with it. She sent the money. She sent the $27,000. Coming to find out she was scammed. She said the people that scammed her was from the child's school, from the college themselves. They was hackers. They went to school for IT. And, they started scamming motherfuckers. Been doing it for a 4-year span. You know what I'm saying? A ring of people. And they got bust down behind this. But my thing was, she was like, she learned so much from it. And she was like, I never knew nothing about that. But she said it looked just like her grandchild on there that was talking. She was FaceTiming. Everything was real. She said everything they was saying was real. The information that the child knew about the grandma was real. So, when the lady explained how she found out, it was basically because the information was hacked. It was leaked through the grandmother's, credit card information at a store that she was recently at, purchased some items, regular purchase. You get your receipt, you leave. All right, I'm gone, back at the crib. One of the workers there just happened to be one of the, IT college students who utilized Granny's information, stolen all their account information, numbers and everything, name, so-and-so, such and such, and proceeded with this scam, this phishing scam. And the granddaughter knew nothing about it. But it's just wow, because we had one like that just hit another college. And they somehow got into got into their student login accounts or something like that. Over 100,000 accounts was hacked, possibly vulnerable for attacks and shit like that. Like, nigga, that's some scary shit. Your information is being used and possibly can be, utilized to purchase a home, a car, utilized to open an account, my nigga, and get a loan. Like, what? Hell no, that's some shit you gotta watch out for. So I'm like, people can't love themselves if they doing shit like that, my nigga, or no love for you. If they taking your information, they utilizing that shit, and they still scamming, hacking, putting you up in some trouble, fucking with the law. You feel me? Burning your name up in the law. Like, gang, all shit is no love. So that automatically show you ain't no love for themselves. And they don't give no fuck about themselves. They willing to die. You feel me? That's the only place they're gonna go. They die. Driving yourself to misery. Like, come on, man. Look around you. Look around you. These synthetic frequencies, my nigga, that's all that's creating. It's creating a miserable moment, a miserable time, and an even miserabler lifestyle for people out here. At the end of the day, gang, I'm gonna be back with another vid. I got a vid I want to do that was exclusive. It was basically a My City exclusive, or Milwaukee, Wisconsin exclusive. But I might put that on hold for tomorrow. You feel me? I might put that on hold for tomorrow because I got another few topics that I want to touch up on, honestly. So, yeah. Anyway, man, I love y'all. Y'all make sure y'all keep your head up. Stay safe. Stay grounded. Stay believing in yourself. Don't let your belief get shaky. You feel me? Stay creative. Stay going in. Stay going ham. No matter what it is you do it until the end. You feel me? Do it to the extreme. You understand what I'm saying? I love y'all. Keep your head up. Man.
The gang, them grew up in piling. Couple of groupies to fit with. High, no turbulence, vibing. Higher than you niggas getting. Flying while you niggas flyless. Your kind is scooter dependent. I come something new when I'm driving. Driving off the roof, no ceilings. Got a skyline view when I'm riding.